the next book. Take it easy, bubble in a sleep. Come relax your mind now for me.
NCSA in the morning. Good morning, Barbados. I'm back here at the National Council on Substance Abuse, and we come to you every Monday morning where staff come and they speak to me and exchange ideas and tell me what they are doing for this week and also for the day. My guest this morning, good morning, Wendy. It's Wendy Greenwich, and she's the Drug Education Officer in and for the primary schools. Morning, Wendy.
Good morning, Dianza. How are you?
I am feeling so blessed this morning,
Praise the
and
Lord.
I'm so happy to have you on this show. Wendy, tell me exactly what you do in the schools. And first, let me say first that this program is coming to you. Compliments Peak Customs Agency. Thank you for your support and your sponsorship throughout the program. Back to you, Wendy. What are you doing for today and the rest of the week?
Well, you know, in the primary schools, we are always doing something. I work with a wonderful team of volunteers, and this week we are going to be out in All Saints Primary School mainly, and we're working with the Life Education Center program.
Oh, you mean that classroom stuff that I saw at a school packed the other day?
That's right, the mobile classroom. We've been using that since 2007, going around to all of the primary schools. But this year, we're taking a slightly different approach in that we're moving with the gathering.
Wow.
So last month, we were at St. Lucie schools, and this month, we are in St. Peter.
So that means next month you will be then in St. Thomas?
In St. Thomas,
Wow.
that's right.
Good. What is the feedback from the students? What's the feedback from parents and even the teachers as it relates to your mobile classroom?
The children love the mobile classroom. Inside there we have puppetry, we use songs, they do exercises. It's a one-of-a-kind experience. The children love it. The teachers, and head teachers in particular, have told us that when we use that methodology, we are setting an example that they wish other teachers would adopt and use within their classroom settings. Unfortunately for the parents, we don't get too many parents, so I'm encouraging all those parents out there, please come when you see the mobile classroom at your school. Make an extra effort to come and visit and see what is going on.
Wow. Remember the NCSA morning program, you could find it on YouTube, NCSA Barbados. You could also find it on our Facebook page, NCSA Barbados. And we're also on Twitter, all over. Instagram, NCSA, it's all over. NCSA continues to lead this charge in terms of substance abuse and all of that. And it is good that you are in the primary schools. For the years that it has been going on, what are the results you've seen so far?
We have seen fantastic results. We had an evaluation done a few years ago, and they said we are on the right track. As we move forward, what we're hoping to do is to be able to make it a little more Barbadian, because it's under a lease from the UK. So we want to make it totally Barbadian, and we also want to be able to move it into the Caribbean as we go, because we are the only one in this particular region.
Wow.
Yes.
The only one in the region with a mobile classroom. She calls it the LEC.
Yes.
The LEC, that's it,
The
right?
LEC, yes.
That's the
Life Education Center.
Life Education Center. Lovely. Wendy, I know Drug Awareness Month has just finished. You were already in that area doing the stuff in the schools and all of that. My question is, if you have to advise students, advise children in terms of the substance and substance abuse, what exactly would you tell them? Especially at that tender age. I mean, they're not at secondary schools as yet. They're still small.
They're not at secondary school, but don't be fooled. These children know what is going on. For any of us who are parents, we know that our children are watching what we do and they're monitoring our behavior. So what we tend to do when we go into the primary schools, and we start from nursery, right up to class 4, we do a lot of questioning and let the children speak to us. That way we are able to clear up any myths that they have about any various drugs or anything else. And you know, we also take the opportunity to learn from them. So it's not so much that we are going and talk.
Wow.
We are learning from them also. And we're able to clear up a lot of myths by taking that particular approach. Sometimes you have to play the fool,
It's
even
so
if
true.
you know.
This is so true.
But that's sometimes the only way you can find out information.
Do you ever get that kind of personal fulfillment? Sometimes you walking through the streets and anybody call out to you because they recognize you, or they just drop a call at the office. I mean, because I love children. I love children, and the fact that you're in primary schools and they're so excited. Do you
Yes.
get that personal?
Up to today, I can tell you, we can go into any school and they will say, "Hi, auntie." They may not remember your name,
Girl.
but they say, "Hi, auntie," or they pass you on the street. We don't have the chance to remember each and every one, but we interact with them, and we say, "Hi, how you doing there? Nice to see you. Remember what we talked to you about?" And they say, "Yes, we remember you came and you talked to us about drugs," or they may remember us from one of our Cub Scout programs. So I may see them on parade, and they wave and they say, that's the lady that came to talk to us about drugs. That's the lady there. And I say, "Yes, how are you all doing?" And it's such a blessing. It really warms your heart.
I heard you mention club scouts.
Yes.
You do stuff also with the uniform groups.
Yes, we do. We
Tell me
started
about it.
originally with the Cub Scouts. The Boy Scouts Association of Barbados actually has the very first substance abuse badge in the region. So we were honored to partner with them to train their adult leaders. Over the years, that has grown, and we are working very closely with their Cub Scouts. They call us sometimes with the other scouts, the older scouts, and we have developed a new program for them. And we are hoping that we'll be able to expand it to every uniform group, any youth group. In fact, you don't have to wear a uniform. Once you have an organized youth group, we have a program for you that we can bring to you.
So the LEC first in the region in Barbados.
Yes,
The badges first again.
correct.
So the National Council on Substance Abuse is all about first.
We
and
try.
getting the message out there first.
We try, because I don't believe that we have to do a lot of talk and chalk. Let's be unique, let's be original. There's no box. You hear people talking about think outside the box. There's no box. We are just going to give these children a good experience. Because if you think about it, really we're telling people to say no. And who likes to hear say no?
Nobody likes to hear no.
Nobody likes to hear it. Even us big adults, we don't like to hear it.
Exactly.
So we have to be creative in how we approach the children, how we approach the young people, and let them know, choose a different way.
So Wendy, how you make it in terms of the classrooms? Do you have people who work in the classroom? Do you have volunteers? Can I volunteer?
Of course you can volunteer. Anybody is welcome to volunteer with NCSA. There is a screening process, and we will then channel you into the right direction. For the primary school program, it is key that you have time during the day, because
course.
the schools are open during the day.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people that say, "Yeah, I want to come, but I'm working." We can work with you in the primary schools, but there may be another area you can assist with. Even program development.
How do I become a volunteer? What exactly do I need to do? Because I want to be a volunteer.
There's an application form on our website, or you can come to our office. We're open 8:30 to 4:30, and you can fill out a form. And from then, you'll be passed on, and we're having training coming up within the next few months. Once you go through that training process, you'll be assigned to a particular program, and there you are, NCSA volunteer.
Okay, my final thing to you, how often do you go into the schools? Is it once a week, twice a month? How often do you go in?
We go in as often as we can. At this stage, we are going in basically every single day. You will find us in one primary school somewhere in the island. And remember, I'm saying we, it's not just me, I'm the only officer, but I work with a team, the primary school team, who I'm very, very proud of. We go out, we work together as a team, they give me feedback, I give them feedback, and we work with the schools.
Well, Wendy, as they say, the youth of the future.
That's correct.
And it is really good that the National Council on Substance Abuse already in the school system. Continue to do what you do. Continue to help your team, and of course you work together. And I think I want to speak to you again, but we'll talk about that.
Sure.
Remember, you've been watching NCSA in the morning from the National Council on Substance Abuse right here in Belleville. Every Monday morning, you speak to staff, find out what they do. Remember, NCSA, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Remember, this program came to you compliments P Customs Agency, and I'm having a very delicious cup of red rose tea. Wendy,
Cheers
thank you.
to
NCS in the morning, thank you, and see you next Monday.
Touch down before you make a next move. Take it easy, bubble in a seat. Come relax your mind now.